Hello everybody. Today I have one of the finest soft skill trainers of Gujarat, Mr. Shailesh Thakkar, who is having a blended experience of corporate world and academic world of 29 years, which is very huge. Now I would just request Mr. Shailesh Thakkar to brief about his 29 years of career, to share some experience.
First of all, thank you, Mr. Alok, for giving me an opportunity of interacting with you. Let me tell you, after doing my MBA in the year 1982, we normally have a craze or tendency to go for industries. And naturally, the first job that came to my hand was Transmec Industry Limited. It's a chemical company. And I joined them. And as you know, normally people work with dedication and try to grow. I grew. Some of my positive traits like dedication, honesty, and of course soft skills like handling people made me or brought me to a level of vice president at the end of 20 years. But an important thing that I noted through this 20 years of experience was that I was having some traits. I was looking out for some people under me. And I always found they used to lack something. I had an opportunity of handling about 40 people under me. All throughout I found that handling people is an important aspect in the corporate world. And team members under me were having some positive traits and some could not work, although they might be having an MBA degree, but then they could not work efficiently. Surprisingly, the same guys could work very well with me. And I found that developing a team, maintaining a team, and getting the work done from them is an important trait of mine. This I wanted to get it percolated amongst the executives, amongst the people, and especially the corporate executives. And so then I decided that after having an experience of 20 years in the corporate world, reaching a level of vice president, I found that something inside me is calling me for some other task. And soon I switched over to a passionate area of grooming people. And thus I entered into this grooming. After being a vice president with Ashok Industries Limited, a chemical blue chip company those days, I started a freelance working of placement grooming. During this period, I undertook placement grooming of about 20 odd MBA colleges. And I got an opportunity of grooming MBA students simultaneously, executives of some small corporates. I could take up some assignments of business development into some small corporates and also the issue of HR in these small corporates. To my happy note, my passion and my dedication made me a very nice, talented groomer. In the year 2002, whereafter I left the corporate world and thereafter having a grooming experience of about 8 years, I got an opportunity from Scope. Scope is a government of Gujarat initiative which is for imparting English knowledge. All throughout my grooming session with the MBA colleges, I always used to give importance to English conversation. And as God would have it, I got an opportunity of working with a Scope, an institute which is for English promotion. Here again I could interact with many colleges, or government colleges, the MBA colleges, and to my feather in the cap lies a tie-up with GTU for promoting English. And thus my combination of a corporate and a blended experience.
Well, Mr. Thakkar, it seems to be an enriching experience from 1982 to 2012. Can you please brief something about like what's soft skill exactly? What does it mean?
Yeah,
And how important it is in a person's career path?
Very, very important these days. Everybody are talking of soft skill, but then very few are literally using it or literally understanding it. You find many soft skill trainers these days across Gujarat. I personally feel, and what I know from my experience as well as the stalwarts of the world say, that soft skill is a personal attribute. Basically, it's a personal attribute. Unlike hard skill, which is related to a particular task that you have to do. This is basically a behavioral aspect of the soft skills. The traits like common sense, the responsibility, integrity, dedication, these are typical traits which I would categorize under soft skill. And when you start practicing soft skill, the things like empathy, caring for people, then handling people, communication, owning up responsibility, leaderships. Now these are the typical practices of a person who undertake or who give importance to soft skill. The idea is the soft skill helps enrich the job, handle the job, and go up in the career. I would in one line say that whereas hard skills give a job, soft skills retain the job. In fact, a step ahead, carry up higher in the job.
Well, it seems to soft skill is like a very basic necessity these days in the corporate world to, as you said, like to retain the job. Fantastic. A straightforward question to you, sir. What's the mission of your life, sir, after having such a huge experience in your life?
As you will come to know from my career, had I been in a chemical marketing, I would have been something more. I would have been into some good perks and salaries and all, recognition and all. But my mission of life is whatever little I have in terms of professional qualities, I would pass it on to my brethren, the fraternity of MBA students, the engineering students from where I hail. Because I find these days the youth, which contributes about 35% population of India, and I'm worried about my Gujarati youth, who are termed very lagging behind in the world. I want to give my best so that my Gujarati youth, especially the professional, those who want to go up, shine out in the world, especially in terms of soft skills. Gujaratis are very good in the hard skills, but in soft skills they lack. So that is my mission, to work for the youth of Gujarat, to work for the professional students of Gujarat, to work for the professional executives of Gujarat.
Well, those would be the lucky guys whom you pass on your experience. So apart from this, I have heard that you have been into spirituality, some spiritual work that you have been contributing to this society.
That is an important aspect that you have hinted at, and very few people really know that. I appreciate spirituality. But then these days, if you talk of spirituality, we are termed religious, and it is something derogatory. The moment you say that you are a spiritual person, then people may discount you. And so I am not making a hue and cry that I am a spiritual person. But definitely, I am a spiritual person, unlike I am not a religious person. Now, spirituality is something to understand the power of the spirit, the sixth power, which we all have. I have myself experienced this power. And I want that these days, when we call Kali Yuga, wherein you have every evils around you, and wherein there is a tremendous frustration, there is nobody where we can share our frustration. Spirituality plays a role. Mind, the spirituality helps increase proficiency, increase efficiency, and also increase the productivity. So I have definitely developed the spirituality into practice. We have started in a small way, floated an organization as a trusteeship of 5 trustees. It's known as Sri Kastabanyadev Charitable Trust. Herein we have groomed one young boy known as Dhaval Kumar, and for Sunderkand, and I take up the workshop of Sunderkanda and efficiency, Sunderkanda and productivity into the corporate world. I also undertake discourses of the mantras, the power of mantras, and also how to use the meditation and visualize your career from day one. That is my contribution of spirituality.
Well, Mr. Tucker, you said like spirituality, the religious beliefs, the mantras, it helps somewhere in maintaining the proficiency and efficiency of the person in his career world, corporate world. Like, do you think it really benefits?
It benefits. First of all, delete the word religious. I say spirituality.
Okay.
So, spirituality definitely helps. I would not like to give the name of an organization where I undertook such process of spirituality, mainly meditation and then visualization. I took those executives, there was lack of teamwork. The production was going down. And all partners were fighting against each other. There was a lack of teamwork. I helped them through meditation, visualize the organization, and later on we planned out to chart out the plan for coming 5 years. And today that organization is about 5 times of the turnover what it was before 2 years. So it helps, mainly because there is some power, and whatever we lack or whatever we feel is from our mind. It's a mind game. When we are working with team, we are not successful, it's a mind game. So the day you start controlling your mind, naturally the positive effects come to your body. When it comes to your body, it comes to your mind, and this helps you grow. That's it. It really helps.
Really, mind is the ultimate power that you need to control.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Mind is the ultimate power, and that's why, as you said, that what's the mission, and that is my mission, to help people wherever I can reach. My reach may be limited, but reach can be as far as government of Gujarat, where I would like to associate. I would like to associate with GTU. It's a prime body of University of MBA and engineering, and through them I would like to reach maximum students. I would like to reach to the students, the corporate and the corporate world, the industries of Baroda. And that is the thing, and that mind would be the core. This is what I want to convey. We have started a small beginning in the corporate world also, in many colleges also. That's it.
Well, I hope all the best. I wish all the best to you, and your lessons might not reach only to Baroda or Gujarat, but let's hope it goes to the worldwide, all the people in the corporate world.
Thank you, Mr. Alok. It was nice talking to you. It's my honor.
Let me tell you, friends, what Mr. Thakkar has shared of his career experience. Apart from that, he has also conducted open lectures on Dare to Dream, team building, and career counseling. Also, he has conducted seminars and lectures at JMTDC, AMA, BPC, etc. We wish him all the best for his future career.